and welcome. This is Brady West Midland Library, and today it's Limbus time! As per usual on a Tuesday. It's looking very empty today. This whole space being empty is a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. But hello everyone! Hello Xdom! Hello the Native Gamer! Hello Double Size Phantom! Hello Nimby! Hello Elusive Aubergine Man! Welcome, 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 welcome. Brady used to be just a regular average streamer with nowhere to go, and now she drives the Limbus. I do! Vroom vroom! And whoa, is that a wild Brady Rose Smith / Vtuber / Other / SP? Where? I've never seen her. She sounds really cool. Finally able to catch these. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. We're in the dungeon of the second Canto. And let's just get on with it, shall we? Let's just get on with it. I want to get straight in. Look at all the nonsense we've gone through to get here. It's been wonderful. Yeah. Dungeon in the Canto 2. Yeah. Resume! I was going to play Blue Archive, but we're here now, I guess. Gaming, Ozzy! Why not both? I would forgive you for gaming and having my stream on in the background. That's okay. But if you want to watch me too, that's also fine. Anyway, I hope you like abnormalities that waste your time. We've already fought one of them, so that's fun. Lurking time! Have a wonderful lurk, Gaming Ozzy. I appreciate you for coming. Good evening, Nimby. Good evening. So which way? We're going from this way. Okay, so I suppose we'll enter here. Yes, this is fine. Happy with this. Next room. Enter. Do it all the time. It's great. It's great to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more for good luck. 5. Play. Hello, Jabba Hop. Good evening to you too. Welcome. Let's fight some stuff. It's gonna waste my time. Yay! This isn't a drag. Okay, win rate, go! Howdy, 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 howdy. Taste, taste. When you guys say ominous things like that, I can't help but be worried about what I'm about to come up against. You guys just say random things that I can't make out what you mean. Then I know something's coming. Good work, guys! Well done! Neeks. I wonder, so this is Roger's, so we're gonna end up going into Roger's psyche, I assume, at some point. Oh, it's in the paint shop. Just a question mark, let's go. Exiting the passage, you see a group of cyborgs gathered around a huge roulette. Oh, hi, excited, thoroughly amusing. The game of Death. I'm talking about my chicken dumplings, bro. They're tasty good. Did you fight the Mega Ultra Chicken yet? No, I haven't, Grey Raid. I don't know what that is, so we will, I'll be looking forward to that. Imagine, I'm not being conspicuous at all. Keep going. Okie dokie, Nizome. Okie dokie. They approach you, chanting in strange beats. It looks like they want you to play a game of roulette. What should you do? Take on the challenge. Rodion gains SP. Run Wraith, Sloth, and Gloom checks. Pass to heal all eyes, SP, and gain an eco gift. Forget it. Yeah, for Roddy. For Roddy! For Roddy! We love gambling! It's why we play this game! That's why we play gachas, right? You know where. This is where I shine. Oh, that was Roger. So you know this is where I shine. Roger proudly proclaimed as she stepped forward. You can see a mixture of anticipation and excitement on her face. Yeah! Wonderful. Proceed. Liking red color, like it. A group of cyborgs yelled along to a strange rhythm. What? Gambling in my Christian gatcha? Oh my gosh. Red 4. Exalting the number high, they spun the roulette. Then they handed a roulette ball to one of the sinners. It seems the ball has to enter the red pocket with a number higher than 4. Go on, Roger. Go on, my borrowed support, Roger, who is far too high a level to fail. Let's go. Yay! Losing, defeat. Ugh. Ah. The upgraded croupier fell to the ground, buzzing and sparking. Even its final throws felt rhythmic. Nice. Selected identity heals 15 SP. So wonderful. Go, Roddy, go. Now, no time now to stay all H-U-R-T hurt. The chuckling cyborgs went back to the roulette. Like yellow color, yellow, yellow 6. This time, the ball has to enter a yellow pocket with number 6. Oh no, I can't select Roddy again! I don't like that. Heathcliff! Might as well, I suppose. My analysis does not tell me that this task... My analysis does tell me that this task will be relatively easy. Heathcliff! Do it. Oh lord. Oh lord. It said very high! It lied. Here comes the fist. Are you ready? Ready, tready, steady? The cyborg swung its massive arm to smack the sinner. With the sinner crumpled on the floor, the game had come to a stop. Selected takes 20 damage. Sorry, Heathcliff. Whoopsie doopsie. Oh well. What is in this room? These things. Painted people. What about this room? Quality control. Can I not go to that room? Oh, I have to go back and then I have to go ahead, click it. Effigy. I don't know what's gonna go on after this. Bro just took 20 damage. Walk it off! I love getting tails on an 85% coin flip. What am I playing? This is an XCOM. High rate is supposed to be I win, right? Go back to the checkpoint and try again. You think it's really worth doing? You can do that. Just go here. Nah, it's fine. Let's go to this tiny room. I like the look of that. Go. We'll heal. It'll be fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound for Heathcliff, indubitably. You have to click the button in the options to go back. I see. That's fine. Heathcliff can take it. He uses all his bullets and runs away most of the time anyway. You know what these remind me of? These dungeons? This might be because I've... Context. There's a Madoka Magica game coming out soon. So my brain's back on that. So abnormalities and these little minions they've got are now just reminding me of witches. I don't know which came first, but the dungeon crawling and all that as well means we have like a witch labyrinth here as well. The crossover. And they're also really weird art style-y stuff too. It fits. My team of magical girls. All of them. Especially Heathcliff. Let's go.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
이 자리에 서 있게 해달라고 부탁드렸어요. 단 한 번.
I've never actually used an ego yet. I would like to do that at some point. Pew pew pew.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠? 그들어졌구려.
Heathcliff, Queen of Hatred, ego please. Yes! Yes! I knew we need the magical girl like Canto, where everyone gets to be a magical girl. We can make up some new magical girls. We've got what, 13 sinners? We've got at least 7 deadly sins to go through, which we haven't used yet. That adds a few magical girls. It'd be wonderful. I need the magical girl IDs. Completely need them. I was looking at the gatcha for this, and I didn't know that Faust had a gear ID. I think that's really cool. I was like, oh, it's the gear lady. It's very fun. I believe it would be an event, not an entire Canto. It probably would be an event. I would like it to be a Canto, though. Hong Lu has a magical girl shrimp ego. Oh, I want it. I want it. Oh, wild PP. Wild PP. I don't know what a wild PP is. I look forward to finding out one day. Yes, this team is fine. Fine. Let's go find an app now. La 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 la. Wild PP. I love that's just really fun to say. Oh no, it's a I have to think about things battle. Oh no. It's also by far the worst ego in the game. Of course it is. Why would they let us have fun? What we got here? We've got 1568. That's quite high. What you got, Faust? Do you have anything that could even touch that? No. What about Machiland? Machiland's a bit better. So Machiland can steal that. What we got going on here? 1-4 with a 3. Heathcliff, you're not doing anything. Yeah, well then, pew pew, you do your thing. At least Hong Lu can crit now. Yeah. So that 15-12, that'll kind of do. I don't know if that's a win. Yeah, that's a win. That's a win. What is this? That is a tricky one for poor old Fausty over here. But it's doable. Hong Lu's not doing anything. You shoot this guy. Go. I'm putting a video of it on the Discord so you can watch it. Nice. The Eggy was. The EGI was the worst. Now you actually use that effect. No. Ego! Oh, no problem. I just kind of assume when someone uses an abbreviation, it's just something I haven't come across in the game yet. I could probably win. Strips of pink ribbons float this way. That doesn't sound good. I don't know what to do about that. I guess we just keep fighting for now. So, 12, 26. You don't have anything to do with that. You do, and you have a 6. That's great. We'll just steal. Who did the 12, 26? Why are none of these as strong as one of these highlighted? Whatever. Whatever. What are you doing? 425 with a 3. How you doing, Matchaland? That'll do nicely. The rest... Can I win rate the rest? Does it mess up what I've done? It does. Oh well. For context, for a long while, Honglu had no way to get poise for himself. The Soda Ego has a condition to restore both HP and SP on crit. Soda Honglu passives is getting more value since we are getting longer battles. Naruhodo. Had a flower heart. I still can't believe you was a sleeper agent all along. Yeah, I was. A voice travels between the fluttering ribbons. You need to kill them before anything happens. I tried. What is your desire? Put me on. I'll carry you to wherever you wish to go. The suggestions are incredibly suspicious, but for some reason the sinners are struggling to decide what to do. What do you say? Put on the shoes? No. Fucking refuse! The knot of desire must be undone. Who can undo the knot? Aha! For once my support character isn't helping. What do you think about Wuthering Heights now? Wuthering Heights is great. It was so wild and I loved it. You've already betrayed me once. My dear Heathcliff. You know who could break the chain of desire? The man who already has everything. Would you put it on if it was a cool pair of Air Jordans? No! I would put it on if it was the comfiest pair of slippers, maybe. What do you think of Heathcliff in Squad? What do you think about Heathcliff in the Squad? I think he's done wonderfully, because Heathcliff is, especially nearer the start of Wuthering Heights, an absolute ball of anger. I think they've done him very well in this game. These texts don't look level, they look at raw numbers. I see. Yeah! See, that's my boy. Arg. My head is pounding. Oh, was just getting good. The ribbons binding the team scattered and melted away. Freedom! Freedus! An unfamiliar voice reaches your ears. But for now, you should help the sinners recover first. For the remaining turns, all enemies gain 3 attack power down and 5 fragile. Nice! Like, if you had to compare him to Bookcliff, what part of the book is he? He's pretty early on. He's like maybe just post Catherine. Because he's obviously very angry. Or maybe even pre-Catherine. When Catherine's taken away to marry what's-his-face, that's kind of where he's at. The anger. Void's been a member for 14 months. Holy shit. Thank you so much. They say Project Moon drives you crazy. Not me, though. Also me winning a clash with the bug. Well done. Taken away. Yeah, Catherine gets taken away. Pink Shoes is the only fun Abno in this canty, I see. So when Heathcliff and Catherine are younger, and they look in on the Lintons, and the Lintons take them in, they basically kidnap Catherine at that point. Catherine doesn't want to stay there. And then they basically like, no, you're not allowed to see. Would he be too young for that moment? He's not. Like I said, age isn't correct, maybe, but the feelings is. The feelings is. The shoes that make you go freaky deaky, indeedy. Feels like it's getting colder and colder. What's up with all this ice around? An increase in the frequency of abnormalities should ideally be strong, positive reflections. Also, I would maybe refer to maybe when she's going to be marrying Linton then, because they're both adults at that point-ish, you know, as young as you get for marrying at that point. That would also be a good moment, because he does get pissed that, you know, she's married to Linton. And she's dying.
불렀어?
Did you call? I hope that wasn't
지금 그거
your attempt at a joke.
농담은 아니었으면 좋겠어요.
Thanks to you, I'm
더
feeling even
추워질 것
colder.
같으니까.
If I had a penny for each pair of freaky shoes in the city, I'd have two, which is not a lot. But it'd be weird, I'd have two. Fair. Brady Bus Game! Yes, welcome the Necromancer. Putting aside, I say adultish because it's a very old book. And obviously, people got married a lot younger when that book is set, so that's why I say adultish. Because probably by our standards, potentially not adults, but by the book standards, adults. Putting aside Ishmael's grievance, I thought about what Faust said. Because that means we're getting close to the Golden Borough, right? It was a pretty solid answer, if I do say so myself.
네.
Yeah, sure. But Faust's reply was discouragingly dull, or at least that's how I heard it. Where did he go in those 3 years of the book, and where the hell did he get his money? Never answered. We don't know. Hello, Kevlar. Welcome. Continue. After winning a clash using a lust skill, inflict 1 bind and 1 fragile next turn. Okie dokie. We're in the snow. Oh lord. Ruined village, drawbridge, ice castle where neighbors lie. Indeed. We are deep in the dungeon. Maybe book Heathcliff joined the bus of murder hopers looking for shiny tree branches. Maybe. A cat gave him a pistol and said go do crime. Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with this team still. The frozen ruins or the buried hideout? I'm gonna go frozen ruins. When in doubt, north. Him having money is like me suddenly having candy on me at a random hotel on some Toon Force energy. Go do a suppression.
어머, 부탁드려요.
Yeah, it is weird because obviously the book kind of puts him up as like someone that a lot of people discriminate against as well for his race. So it's very strange that he suddenly appears with so much money. Oh, I can win raid again! Yay! I don't have to think. Whee! Go, do crime. Be gay, do crime. Wait, be straight, do crime.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 든든한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
No, I know his Canto is out. I saw that his Canto is like 5 or 6, isn't it? I look forward to it. I really do. I can't get the emojis. Please roll because it's so cheap. Oh, that's so sad, Kevlar. I'm so sorry. That's poopy. I'm sorry. Wait, no, Ryoshu. Not that crime. Oh, no, not Ryoshu. Ryoshu, stay home and don't do crime. That's for sure. Canto 6. Definitely looking forward to Canto 6. Buses don't exist in Victorian England. He joined the train. Well, the city didn't exist in Victorian England, so it's fine. He time traveled. He hopped across worlds. Dress up like a Limbus character and win a clash. Yay! But you're a worm! Thank you so much for becoming a member, Kevlar Blizzard. I really appreciate that. Let me add you to the thing I have to add people to. My little streamer bot thing that has It has some chat commands you can use as a member. But I may have forgotten to open it, so I just have to open it now. I'm smart like that sometimes. Capital K. D-H-I-J-K. Can't see you on that list. No. Kanaki, Kilroy, Kyoki, Kuki, Kyo, Kev. I can't see you on this, Kevlar. I'm very sorry. I'll keep an eye on it every time I stream. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. See if we can find you in the list. Shame. Once we get through, I promise I will do it. Welcome to the dark side. We have gluten-free cookies. I will say one thing about Canto 6. Introduce yourself to shitty Wuthering Heights adaptations. Trust me. They will improve the quality of that Canto. Oh, I need to. I need to go find some. I need to find that, and I want to watch the Pride and Prejudice movie. Not obviously, this is obviously not Limbus related, but I recently read well, I say recently. I read Pride and Prejudice on stream as well. And so I would like to see the movie adaptations of that as well. Sadness, you're out of chicken dumplings? Bro, that's so sad. Rip to you and your chicken dumplings. It's always sad when the food is gone. You have cookies? Where? You have chat cookies. Maybe. Most of you. Some of you. Maybe I should do a thing. Ha! I found it! Found you! So, let me. Member help. So if you do that, you should be able to do all these things that it says. If you're a member! Anyway, go. It's Wuthering Heights with high school and everyone is teens. I have heard of Wuthering High. I think you guys have told me about it. Ah, headpads, yay! I'm not sure the bunk's gonna work right now. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you can do some things. Now that you're a member, you get shiny buttons to do things. Next! Oh my god, it's in Malibu as well. Oh my god. I don't know why that makes it just that little... What am I selling, Grey Raid? I'm sorry, Twitch has just asked me what I'm selling. Hello, Amino! Hello, C86! Welcome. Twitch just asked me what I'm selling. Here are some crochet potatoes you can get on my website. They are versions of me because I was a potato. Bonk member, I'm not sure it's working right now. I do apologize for that. It's my bad. But it's supposed to make a bonk noise. Yeah. Nerd potatoes. Yeah, you can buy them. Why are they all sad? Because normally you guys want to eat me. When I am in any other form than this, I have been threatened with violent eating. So... they are available on my my merch website. Unfortunately, it cannot deliver to the EU. But if you're anywhere else, I've also realized that. Nope, that's not right. That's not the one I wanted. Limbus is a little big. There we go. There we go. Perfect. But the cash. They are not edible. No. They are 100% polyester, mostly. No, except for the eyes and the glasses, they are polyester. If not food, why edible? Not edible, not food. Do not eat. Do not eat Bridie potato. Bridie potato is polyester, not food. Not good for you. I know we're all full of microplastics, but don't add to it. You'll cook them new. About your shop, why'd you scrap the t-shirts? no one bought them, and we didn't. They were kind of low effort. Let's face it, they were kind of low effort. I wanted to get rid of that, keep some of the more nicer things, and maybe like work on things like the potatoes. That's a bit more me, bit more higher effort. But so like I checked adaptations of the book and saw High School AU, Medieval Japan AU, Jukebox MTV Musical AU, 3 telenovela. Wuthering would make an amazing telenovela, so that makes sense. Filipinian drama, modern agenda bent, actual musical, and ballet. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, they are personally handmade by moi. I like to crochet, so I have made those microplastics filled me full of macho plastics. Finally, oh hey, the Hermit Gamer, welcome. How goes sorcery? You make a death montage yet? Maybe when I finished, the second episode, maybe I'll do a little death montage then. But it definitely has got me a few times. It's been very good. I've very much enjoyed it so far. Where Ice Castle, where neighbors lie. Apologies, elusive Uberdeen man. Microplastic, nah. I wanna be full of macroplastics. Macho plastics. It's a copy pasta! Right, do I actually have to think for this one now? Because it's a big boy. Before us stood a monumental castle of ice and frozen pillars that seemed unbreakable. Our joke, indubitably. And there stood a person. Oh, hey, bestie! A man with hairline hair, clear as ice, waiting for us. I came here often when I felt the need to clear my thoughts, even though there's no rocking chairs or whiskey you like. The chill dominating this place pierces even the thickest coat. It helps me restore my lucid mind. While the rest of us were frozen stiff, stuck watching, Roger made a slow step forward to face him. Mr. Fruit Gummy? I didn't expect you to be here first. My men and I knew a shortcut leading here. It was something we learned through the local ruffians, all in search of the whereabouts of a buried great power waiting to be used for the greater good. Alas, this area surrounding the Golden Borough was as far as we could go. In the source material, his surname is Marmalade. Oh my god, he's a marshmallow. And you know what marmalade is? Marmeladova. Yeah! He's what Paddington likes to put on his sandwiches. Alas, this area surrounding the Golden Borough was as far as we could go. We didn't see any way to get closer. Thought you'd leave District 25, but seeing you now, resorting to the tactics gangsters use. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should have stayed in a country. Maybe you should have stayed a country boy. Sonia, your lackeys have been taking some shopkeepers who weren't even rich to begin with. Oh, your country marmalade is how fruit gummies are called. Oh, for me marmalade is it's a kind of citrus jam, kinda. You put it on sandwiches. Paddington wants hot icky man in his sandwich. He do! Roger, watch out. It's the European gag. Oh no! Did you know, Roger, this was little more than a somewhat eccentric hollow with frosty walls. Yet look at this. Now there's a giant castle and thick columns of ice. This change happened the instant you walked in.
마치 내가 오면 변할
You sound
걸
like
알고
you figured
있었다는
this
듯한
would
말투네.
happen on my arrival.
어떻게 알았지?
How do you know?
정보의 출처는 여러 가지가 있지만
I have many
네가 알
sources,
필요는
but
없어.
that's none of your
Roger.
business, Roger. Queen needs a castle. She do. Let it go. Let it go.
애초에 나 때문이라고
What makes you
어떻게
so
가능하지?
sure that I made this happen in
난
the first
뒷골목을
place?
쏘다니는 마술사가
I'm
아니란
not some
말이야.
kind of backstreets witch or anything.
어려울 것 없어.
It's not hard at all to figure
얼음
out.
속 잠든
Observing
이들의
those
얼굴만
faces encased in
알수 있지.
ice says enough.
이것 봐.
Take a
네가
peek.
사랑했던
They're ones you loved yet
하지만
looked down
동시에
on, are they not?
속으로 내려보던 얼굴들이잖아.
25만 원.
Ooh. 250,000.
이게 고작 그 정도 값이야.
That's all it's worth. It's
말도 안
not
돼요.
possible.
그러니까 말이 되지 않나?
You said precisely why,
오래된
though.
만큼
Its
흠집도
age
작고
is
윤기도 나지
showing
않아.
in all the scratches and lack of polish.
사실 다른 곳에서
To be frank,
20만
others
원도
wouldn't pay more
아까운
than
수준.
200,000 for this.
나머지는
And the rest?
모두
What's garbage?
쓸모없는 쓰레기뿐. 이로써 뱉어야 할
That
세금은
makes the taxes you
모두
owe
40만
400,000 on in total.
왜 가난한 자들은 일할수록 더 가난해지기만 할까?
Why do the poor grow poorer the harder they work?
진짜 어이없지.
It's ridiculous,
전당포
isn't it?
주인의 금고에 돈이
While stacks of
쌓여가 있어.
cash pile up in the pawnbroker's vault.
우리 이웃들은 추억마저 저울질 당하며
Our neighbour was being wrung dry. Heirlooms waited for what little money value they had.
소냐는
Sonia
항상
rallied
어려운
people,
말을 섞었으면서
delivering
사람들을
speeches
끌어모았고
using big words.
그들의 아래에
They organized a group
Eurozip이라는
under the
이름의
name
조직이
of
세워졌지.
Eurodive.
처음엔 괜찮았어. 머리가 텅텅 빈
It went
놈들도
okay
소냐의 말에
at
껌뻑
first.
죽어서
Even the
뒷골목의
thickest
어려운
folks were
자들을
inspired by
돕고
Sonia's words to help the impoverished in the backstreet. Mario, would you like to hazard a guess as to what the last Abner of this canto is called? Ice Queen? Elsa? Yeah, it's weird how I seem to get poorer working overtime. Capitalism! Roger is more kind-hearted than her source material. That's interesting.
하지만
But
소냐는
Sonia still
뭔가가
had a
부족하다는
dissatisfied
표정이
expression.
결국 유로집이는
Ultimately, the Eurodive walked into an organization that cared more for debating about how best to change the streets and the nest rather than going about to help those in need. Snow Queen was actually an Abno and Lobcorp. It is, like, this is all reminding me of, I mean, it's one in, it's one of, words, come on, brain. Hint of the day is chicken legs. Is it the Colonel? KFC? The Colonel himself? What was I gonna say? Hello, Arcraiser! Glory to Project Moon, indubitably. Also, this is the most wrong way I've heard someone pronounce Eurodive. It sounds like Eurodive! It's not the Colonel. Yet. The game gets way better after this canto. I am curious. It's not been bad so far. Ultimately, Eurodivier, I think is probably more what it says, but I'm going with Eurodive because that's what it is now. Warped into a dibit.
그래서 나는 그들을 떠났던 거야.
That's why I left them.
탁상 공론 가지고는
Being an armchair revolutionary wasn't going to feed our starving neighbours.
하지만 내가 누누이 말했잖아.
But I told you time and time again, Roger,
때를
that we
기다려야
must wait for the right moment. Hello, time. This canto is probably the lowest point of Limbus. Each canto improves in its storytelling. I've loved this canto. I think, in terms of like deep storytelling, I'll give you that. It's not been as strong, but I think the goofs have been absolutely 10 out of 10, and sometimes that's just as good. It's really the dungeon that's a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, I'll fair. But there's not really been much going on in the dungeon, that's fair. They always, yeah, they had to start low so that when they peak, they didn't have to peak so high, and now they keep peaking too much.
Sonia,
I'm sorry, but that moment you kept talking about, it didn't come when the Eurodive. When the Eurodive's youngest, when little Ivan had to sate his hunger with food from the garbage, nor did it arrive when he suffocated to death. To achieve a monumental task, well-thought policies and a great power to carry them are required, all to make the redistribution of wealth happen. Can't stay long, unfortunately. IRL calls. Well, thank you for popping into Hermit Gamer. It's lovely to see you again. I've had a lot of fun with this bunch of idiots managing to bungle the plan. Exactly, it's been a really good fun. A more light-hearted story was definitely necessary between 1 and 2. Yeah. It's beam. It likes to beam. It continues to beam. What is a beam? Okay, now that you're definitely past it, I forgot what those golden tattoos that dramatically increase your luck were called. I think they were just called luck stickers, right? Roger's book is Law and Order, isn't it? Or something like that. Very much still stuck at Canto 4, stage 48. I look forward to being stuck with you at some point, Grace. Wish power stickers, that was it. And in the process of moving towards progress, such minor troubles on a personal level are inevitable. Crime and punishment, that's it! Law and Order, crime and punishment, same thing! I got the TV show mixed up with a book, okay? That's a minor to you. So the whole thing was personal. We started this to help others. Lord Order's that courtroom drama. Yes, it is. That's why I got confused. What are you and the Eurodrive doing? What you and the Eurodrive were doing wasn't what I hoped for. I hope you'll have Mola Ishmael by the time we get to Canto 4. Maybe. We hope. Is that why you decided to take matters into your own hands? Absolutely. What our town needed wasn't an empty promise telling people to sit on their hands for who knows when, but someone who wouldn't hesitate to pick up the axe. I bet most of my neighbours had been starving for 4 nights straight to that day. Also, I can't wait for P-Corp. Defense Attorney Roger. Yes! Yet, biting wind, hounding, without mercy, clawing at the chapped skin of the famished peasants. And I happen to know who's safe kept more than enough money to treat my neighbours to a feast for days, but still be just as full. What did you do? Give me a sec. I can't pull out of this now. This is a confession created for you as a result of the Golden Borough resonating with your psyche. Moreover, a confessional's purpose is to lead a sinner to a path of penitence. I see, so Roger's Robin Hood. If only that old woman had changed her mind before it came to an end. But Roger, you must have known that a terminal leech upon her neighbours would never turn over a new leaf.
알고 있었잖아.
You know she wasn't the kind of person who'd give up that life to turn into a generous philanthropist. She's anything but she's Robin Hood with a gambling addiction.
너도 처음부터 도끼 따위는 들고 가지 않았겠지.
You wouldn't have knocked on her door with an axe in hand otherwise.
불쌍한 로지온 녀석.
Poor Roger, dear.
네가
You seem to be
대단한
under the
구원자라도 되는
delusion
줄
that you're some
착각하나
sort of
본데.
savior.
그렇게 당당하게
Demanding
내
my
돈을
money so
요구해도
brazenly to my
달라지는
face
건
won't
없네.
change anything. So does regular Robin.
저 뒷골목 비렁뱅이와 다를 바 없는
You
버러지들일
vermin are
뿐이지.
no different than the paupers in the back streets.
그래.
That's right. Steal from the rich, lose it all on slots. Heck yeah!
그녀의 머리를 가른 건 나야.
I'm the one who put an axe through her head. Oh, look at the reflection. That's cool. She's slightly better intentioned than Book Rodion, but only just. What? The bunk worked! Ow. Rude.
황금 거위의 배를 가르듯
I like cutting open the belly of the goose that laid golden eggs. I chopped that hag's skull.
결국 누군가는
I
했어야 할
mean,
일이었어.
someone had to do it.
안 그래?
Am I wrong?
황금 거위는
Unlike the
스스로의
foolish
욕심에
cottager
의해
in the
기회에
fable who
끄는
gave
얼간이에
in to
일하지만
greed and lost out on becoming richer.
우리는 그녀의 뇌를 파먹어도
We were
시원찮을
overcome
정도로
with
공주를
hunger and
부러운
misery
자들이었어.
and could have gladly eaten out her brains. Roger in the book is constantly shaking Twink, who can't even hold an axe properly. That's funny. Yeah, the reflection in the mirror is so good. Book Rodion don't even have the starving neighbor excuse. He just wanted to prove superior to modern morals and help people his way, then immediately regretted murdering. Yeah, at least Rodion's like, well, I did it for good reason. I don't regret shit. We were overcome with hunger and misery and could have gladly eaten out her
그리고 그
brains.
배에는
And her
확실하게
belly was
황금알이
full of
가득
gold
배어
and
있었으니까.
eggs, unlike that goose.
그래. 그 노파는
Yes,
25구의
the old lady you
막강한
killed
권력을
was a
가진
tax
세금
collector
집권자였지.
wielding considerable authority in District 25.
하지만 그녀가 그렇게 활기를
But what
쏟아낼
gave her
수
so much
있었던 건
power
그녀의
was her
동생이
sibling's status
중재의
as a member
조직원이기에
of the
가능했던
middle.
것이었어.
The middle finger?
나는
Rude.
굶어 죽어가는
I
이웃들을
struck her
위해
down
경기를
to save my
벌였어.
dying neighbors.
그게 잘못됐어.
Was that so wrong?
아니, 너는 스스로를 위해 휘두른 거야.
So you held that axe for your own good. The middle never forgets.
네가 그저 평범한 사람에 불과하지 않다는 사실을
So
견딜
Roger
수가
is
없었던
from
거지.
as far north as you can get. I see, so that's why it's all chilly and icy. 나르호도. You don't stand the fact that you weren't. You couldn't stand the fact that you weren't anyone
알고
special.
있어?
Did you
숨기는
know? The middle
자신의 식구를
never
건든
lets
자들을
anyone
절대
who
잊지 않아.
touches their family go
그들은
unpunished.
누가 했느냐가
They
중요한
aren't
게
too
아니라
interested in finding out who
자신들을
exactly
건들면
did
어떻게
it.
되는지가 더
Rather,
중요한
they like to demonstrate clearly what happens to the poor fools that dare disturb
처음으로
them.
질 좋은 부위에
The
고기를
back
씹고 있던
streets
뒷골목
residents who'd
주민들의 기분.
tasted the joy of
그대로
quality
시체가
meat
되어
for the
탑처럼
first time
쌓였지.
in their lives made towering cadaverous pillars out on the North Road.
카지노 밖에 쌓여 있던
Not much difference from
차들의
the
탑처럼
car
말이야.
pagodas outside the casino.
네가 그날 이후로
I'm well aware
얼마나
of how much pain
고통스럽고
and guilt
죄악감으로
you've been
뒤덮인 나날을
burdened
보냈는지
with ever since
알고 있어.
then. So she probably doesn't regret the murder itself, but regrets the consequences. I would, at least. As a reminder, the middle is the finger that Roland wiped out about half of when he was on his rampage. Good to know, so they're not doing too well right now. Yeah, she messed up her whole scalp. At least half of it, anyway.
스스로가 황금 고리를 가른 얼간이와
Oh
다를 바가
no,
없었음을
not the
깨달은
consequences of my own actions. No! Tanya used to be a member before joining the ensemble. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I will say the book had kind of a funny moment that day after when he killed the old lady. Cops came to him. Not because of murder, but because he's still had fucking death. Living with the realization that you weren't so different from the foolish cottager after
그날
all.
이후로
Since that
그
day,
어떤 것도
nothing I held truly
더
felt
이상
like it was
온전한 내
mine.
것으로 느껴 모두
All
나 때문에.
because of me.
다 괜찮아, 로자.
It's all fine, Roger.
난 말이야, 로자.
For you see, Roger,
세상을
to
바꾸기 위해
change the
수천
world,
권의
I
책을,
persuaded hundreds
수만
of
장의
books
문서를
and
찾았고,
thousands of I perused hundreds of books and thousands of
도시
documents,
곳곳에서 사람들을
and I met
만났어.
various people all around the city,
지배 계급의
picturing a
착취로부터
world where the
마침내
oppressed can escape
피역업자들의
from the
진정한
explorative
해방을 손에 넣을 수
dominion
있는
of the
세상.
ruling class and find liberation in the truest sense.
그 세상을 만들기 위해서 말이야.
To make that world of reality.
하지만 정답은
However, the answer
바꾸는
didn't
것에 있지
lie
않았어.
in changing what was
이미
already
잘못
there.
써내려간
Once a
페이지는
page of
영영
history is
되돌릴 수
written,
없어.
there is no way to go back and revise it.
잘 봐.
Look,
이게
This is
너와
the
내가 도달할
world
수 있는 세상이야.
we can reach.
네가
A
공명한
world
황금가지를 통해
that can be
만들어갈 수 있는
created using the golden
세상.
borough, with which you resonated.
지상에서는 백올른이 하나 없기를.
May there be no one upon this earth suffering from starvation.
정신적이며 지적인 쾌락을
May
추구할 수
every
있는
individual
권리가
enjoy the
누구에게나
right
있기를.
to pursue psychological and intellectual delights.
나와 함께한다면
Join hands with
그
me,
세상을 너에게
and
선물로
I'll give
줄게.
you that world as a gift.
마치 처음부터 아무 일도 일어나지
As if
않았던 것처럼.
nothing up to this point had ever happened at all.
누가 이해할 수 있을까?
A feeling nobody else would understand.
잠깐뿐이었지만
Even a glimpse of that
맛보았던 그
world
세계는
felt so dreamlike.
너무나 잠시 눈에 담았을
I wanted to
뿐이었지만
etch that mesmerizing instant
잠시도 그
into my
순간을 잊고
memory.
싶지 않아서 꿈이라면 다시는 깨어나지 않기를. 차라리
If this
내가
was a
꿈세계의
dream,
주민이기를 바라고
I'd
싶을
even
정도였다.
wish I was part of it, so that I'd never have to leave it. Yeah, he does give cult leader vibes. Join hands? How about throw hands?
그럼에도
And yet,
미안.
I'm sorry.
그래도 난
I'm still turning down your offer. Not an insult, just look up the term and you start connecting some dots from later chapters. Interesting.
왜일까?
How do you put it?
아직 나는
I don't want to
따뜻해지고
bathe in
싶지가 않아.
warmth just yet.
조금 더 이 추위에서
I feel like I ought to be in
떨어야겠어.
this cold a bit longer.
언제쯤 따뜻해져도 될지.
Think, I'll
그
stay this
대답을
way
찾을
until I
때까지는
find my answer to the
아직
question
여기에 있으려고.
of when it'll be okay to warm
그리고
myself.
소냐,
And also, Sonia.
너
You
내가
knew my
스스로
temper would get the
네가
best of
앞장서서
me and get me to
차별할
kill
거라는
her,
걸
didn't
네가
you?
알고 있었지?
You dick!
로자,
Roger,
넌
this will
이해하기
probably
어렵겠지만
elude you, but
내겐 표시가 없어.
you don't have the mark.
너가 가지고 있을 거라고
I came
기대를
here
하고
hoping to
왔지만
see you possess it,
오히려
but
다른
I'm seeing
친구들에게서는
it on a few of your friends instead.
표지?
The
그게
mark?
무슨?
What do you...
더군다나 넌
Besides,
표지를 볼 수
you
있지
can't see the mark
그
either.
말인
In other
즉슨
words, you don't
내게
have what it takes to
누군가를
be a
이끌 힘은
leader.
없다는 뜻이야. 하지만 나는 달라.
But I'm different.
그러니까
So,
더 나은
to make a
세상을
better
위해서
world.
그래.
Yep,
난 잔뜩 쌓여있던
I think
감정
I'm...
위에서도 비슷한 말을 했던 것 같아.
I think I remember hearing you say something like that while sat at a desk buried in books. In the real world, Eurodivs were fools for Christ, so it's interesting they picked that name at all. That is interesting. What a fun fact. Thank you for sharing.
그래서 나는
That's why I can't join you.
탁자 위에서나 오가는
I still
말로
believe that it's not big words behind closed doors that feed your neighbors.
너도 알겠지만
And I'm sure you've learned by now.
망나니 새끼가
There's no
어떻게
way a
생긴
rowdy
게
rascal
그렇게
like me would fit in under some dweeb's leadership, right? Basically, a tendency in Eastern Orthodox ceticism. Interesting stuff. You guys have such big brains for wonderful knowledge and facts.
황금 가지는 저 성 안에 있어.
The Golden Borough waits inside the castle, Roger.
무사히
I hope you'll be able to find what you seek. We walked past Sonia and then made our way into the icy castle he indicated. Now woo ho do. Gotta ask you some questions! Okay, we have to think. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 5 people and there's 6 things, so I'm gonna have to let one of them go. So we got this. Val should be able to deal with regardless. That's fine. We got this going on. Let's go to the same person. Let's see if we can actually take that one instead, because that one's a bit better. Then that one's smaller. We like that. Thinking about your OC again. We love thinking about OCs. OCs are great. God, I forget how sudden and unceremonious the boss fight in this Canto. Yeah, compared to the last one, this is a bit naff. I will not lie. Oh no, that's a 4 and that's a... That clash? That's a clash? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize I could like move in like 3D terms. Oh, that's cool. And let's... I don't know, who's aiming over here? You're aiming over here? Then you can have this. Go for it. And then you can steal something. We've got a couple of 3s here we need to move. So one of these, 2, very weak, very weak. We don't have to worry too much about that. So we can go for a little one. And for you, go for a little one. And there's one with, like I said, we just got to say one something to the face. We don't have enough stuff. Canto here just doesn't say much outright, but there's a ton of subtext.
죄송해요.
I think it's, like I said, I think that the build up to the dungeon has just been amazing for me, so so happy with it. I get the feeling, Gray, that you're being somewhat sarcastic. Is it so fun? You have a magical girl, OC, who started, as you're trying to explain, a lot of psycho. Oh, that's fun. It also really suffers from being one of the 2 first cantos, thus very much prelude to 3 and onwards. Yeah, I think it would be nice if they maybe gave Roger and Gregor maybe not another full canto, but like some more time later on. I feel like with Gregor we'll get more of his stuff because obviously we met his mum and she's going to be a character that pops up later as well with her little team. So Sonia's probably a character who's going to pop up late with Roger, so they're probably like, well, we can do their cantos now because we gave them extra stuff for later, kind of thing. She does get more stuff. Wonderful! She deserves it. With how much her canto's just been a goof, she deserves more stuff. Thwoom! What the? The castle trembles intensely as frosty rubble falls around from above. They should get another canto at some point. We are going through Purgatorio and Paradiso eventually. Ah, that's true. The Baba Yaga approaches. Oh my god, the Baba Yaga! Everyone's gonna get a couple of cantos since Divine Comedy layering, but they develop overall the game. I see. Gregor, on the other hand, still didn't get it. That's a shame. Gregor deserves some more stuff too. 10 years of Limbus? Fuck yeah. Wait, if this keeps up? A foreboding idea flashes in my head. The ticking of my clock was like a reminder of how much time we had left. Has Alti had a Canto yet? I'm kind of curious about Alti, I'm not gonna lie. And Mersault. Who hasn't had a Canto yet? That's probably the better question to ask. Outside now. We evacuated from it in a hurry.
지금 제가 잘못 보고 있는 건 아니죠?
Altis will be Canto 11. Honglu is next. Oh, that'll be fun. Cantos are released in order of the characters introduce themselves. Oh, nice. So I can go check that out and see if who's had what. So if Myrtalt is 10, Honglu, Ryoshu, Mersault, Altis, Faust. It makes sense that Faust would be last. Am I seeing this right? The castle isn't falling apart. It's like... Indeed. It's most certainly rising to its feet. Oh my god! Don't look back, just run! Huh, ah, we ran quite a bit, but what now? Footfalls. Not of a human. Rather slow and heavy. It's a big old chicken leg house! It is a chicken leg house! Oh my god. Dante as well. Oh, Dante should have one. That's true. Mega Ultra Chicken. Oh no! You could just say something. Mammoth is after us. That may have served better. Behold, Apocalypse Bird. Wait, no! Dante, our job's done. So we can just book it. Cool? Give me a second. I never considered what to do after getting down here. Oh, really? Does this look like the time for dopey plans? The bus. Where's the bus? Stop. Yapping. Useless. Rubbish. We're running the hell away! That might be the first logical statement I've heard leave your mouth, Heathcliff. We may be running away from a giant building, but I do have time to roast Heathcliff. Roger didn't even get a 3-star ID for season 1. Oh, that's so sad. Roger deserves better, bro. I'm smashing your skulls to pieces later. Roger deserves better. Roger. Oh my gosh. Run! The megarist, ultraist of chickens. Am I dragging? I'm dragging. Okay, fun times. I assume I need to do this before Mega Ultra Chicken gets us.
그럴 땐 크게 심호흡을 하면 도움이 된답니다.
She got, for some reason, a signature ego. I see. Not a 3-star ID, but she did get one of the best ego in the game. I see. Okay, so. When can I use ego? I forgot. Can I do this? I forgot how to use ego. I don't think, can I? Anyway, no, let's not get distracted. Flower Heart, I recommend going to do some writing right now. It seems you are in the trenches of your imagination. You should write it down. It'll be good. Okay, Faust, what you got? That and that and that. It's a big number here. Why not? Let's go. You got Honolulu. What you got? You got this and this. What's aiming at you over there? You wanna fight back? Okie dokie, there you go, Cho Artichoke. You wanna do that? Okie dokie, you can fight that. You can just do that. Wonderful. Left click the ego portrait after you bring up the egos. Are these the egos? I just want to try it. Why don't you eat this person? Go for it. I have lots of stuff on it, so I want to go for it. Just tap left click. Okie dokie. Ooh. Too bad I overclocked it. Yay, we win! Tap is ego, hold overclock. There's only one, so we can just do that. But that was fun! We used my first ego! Right, run! Baba Yaga against the Baba Yaga. True. It did go well. We're getting lazy. We're getting slightly lazy. Ever so slightly lazy. Congrats on using low accurate ego for this fight. Yeah, I did. I didn't even know what I was doing. Ego with high attack. Wait, trivializes this fight. Yeah. Win rate, my beloved. Hello, Belle. Welcome. I was trying to take this seriously, but since it's just a load of mooks, I may as well just win rate it, honestly. Honestly! If it's a big boss, I'll do, like, I'll be serious. But we're fine. Oh no, we're fine, she says. And then my spice bush is staggered. No one is aiming for my spice bush though, so we're fine. My spice bush is okay. You can just win rate your way to Canto 3. Yeah, I probably could have. But I think it's good to do... We did some of the fights seriously, so I don't, you know, forget how to play the game. But I can use my Ruiner knowledge, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Especially with my shiny full stop boys. Bush boy is fine. Yeah, he's okay. He's recovered now. Go! And we have your guys' supports to help me. They can carry me. It's all good. You can win rate to Canto 4, to be honest. Ooh. I probably will continue to with the mook fights at the very least. Because they're mook fights. We don't care about mooks. They're mookie boys. They're supposed to be mooked. Absolutely. Nuke the mooks. Nuke the mook. These guys all come with 2 skill slots, so you're gonna eat some unopposed seeds. Yeah, I do know that one. We don't have enough dice! I mean coins! I mean slots! Whatever they are in this. Half the learning of the game is memorizing your sinner's skills, so you don't have to check every couple of seconds. Buddy girl Ryoshu, buddy girl Otis. Yes, they're coming soon, aren't they? Use an ego! Oh, I will. I will next time. I keep forgetting egos exist. We should explore my egos. I don't have many, I'm not gonna lie. I think I only have the basic bitch egos. I have 1 ego, don't I? But I think it's for Ryoshu. He has 1 bullet left and he's about to use it. There we go. Keith's out. I'm currently Sisyphus because the difficulty spike is beating me down. Yeah, now he runs. How about... I want to get out of that. Ego! Go! Teddy Bear Roger's peak. We should check out Teddy Bear Roger. I should be using your guys' egos the most.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
Yeah! Thank you, Hanu! I know Heathcliff comes back after a few rounds. But I don't know if he gets... he probably does get some after back. No, I think it's Hong Lu that gets some after defense. Yeah, Hong Lu gets more after defense. We escaped! Yay! Hong Lu's base ego is actually so strong. I'm glad I picked Hong Lu then. I see the exit over here! Ugh, persistent rotters. We'll have to distract them somehow before we can get away. Headpads! Yay!
어차피 나중에 되살리면 되는데.
He can only come back if you switch him with someone else, but only a couple of IDs can do that. I see. Heathcliff leaves forever if it's not a chain battle. Ah, I see. Why didn't you throw one of us at him? You can bring them back later anyway. What? Why are you looking at me while you say that? Hold on, look there.
이것은 내가 맡을게.
Leave this to me. Sonia, you stay away from it!
소냐?
Sonia? What are you playing at? Roger, what is up with your attitude? We have to take all the help we can get.
보통 목적 없이 도와주는 놈들
I've seen
치고
people who'd
꿍꿍이가
offer
없는
help
놈들
without
못 봤단
asking
말이야.
for anything. And they'd usually have some ulterior motive.
네가 도끼를
It's
휘두르지
just like
않고서
how you
견딜 수
simply couldn't
없는
hold yourself back from using your axe that day.
나한테도
I'm
설명할
discovering that I might have
우발적인
similarly
욕구가 있는 것 같아.
inexplicable drive pushing me.
단테,
Dante,
당신의 조직도
I take that your
결국은
organization is
더 나은
working
세상을
to
만들기 위한
make
곳인 것을
make a better world in its own right, yes. What does a better world entail? Heathcliff leaves forever. Sorry, I know I read your Heathcliff leaves forever, but my brain was like, when did Heathcliff leave? And I just like forgot about, you know, the battle. And I was like, oh no, when does he leave? Brain! Chain battles only started showing up in Canto 7. Oh, okay. Dante! Yeah. For the first time, I was reminded. I had never questioned the motivations of Limbus Company. Thankfully, none of my contemplative fudging reached Sonia, as he took my lack of response as a sign of agreement.
침묵은
Silence sometimes speaks volumes. I'll take that as a
그렇다는
positive.
것으로 알고 있겠어.
I'm glad you do, Sonia, because I don't know what we're doing.
그리고
And one more
그
thing.
아이가 당신에게도 찾아올
That
거야.
child will soon visit you too. Child? Huh? Oh, sorry, my eyes must have fooled me. I thought I saw something on his forehead for a second.
그래.
Indeed.
내게도 흔적을
I mean,
남긴
that
그
boy who left quite the impression on you.
그리운 제외겠군.
It'll be a touching reunion, I imagine. Oh no! The motivations of Limbus Company is making money for the next game. Yeah! Heathcliff leaves the bus forever. You haven't raised his bond to level 10 before Canto 6. That's exactly where my brain went. Sonia nudges his chin at something behind him. A faint light was shining between fallen blocks of ice, giving a distinctive glow. The golden burrow. We actually got it this time! Hi Richter, welcome!
일으킬 거란 기대는 마.
Don't expect me to act on the same impulse of kindness next we meet, though.
다수의 풍요를 위한 명확한 길이
If a clear
보인다면
path towards
난
prosperity
주저없이
of many
다른 쪽에서
shows itself before my eyes, I'll take it without hesitation. We did it! We're not completely useless! Virgil's not gonna kill us! We succeeded! After Sonia left us with a mysterious message, the Eurodive began to show up, one after the other. Well, this may have been as good a time as any for touching farewells like, I won't forgive you! Then I saw Roger was the first to sprint for the exit.
로지온, 걱정되지 마소.
Rodion, are you not concerned? Win it! Marry the golden borough! What's up?
결과 여하가 어떠할지
Irrespective of
저자는
consequential
그대의
differences,
곳에
he was nevertheless a friend of yours.
아,
He's a clever sort. I'm sure he'll figure out a way to live and all that jazz. Truly an ideal form of friendship. Sometime later. We got back on the bus! We did it! That was a short dungeon as well. I feel like Gregor's dungeon took a lot longer. I thought I was dead tired. Virgilus wouldn't spare me from his fierce gaze until I gave him a brief verbal report of what went through today. I see, so that's your story. There's just one thing that bothers me though. This man, Sonia was it? His actions during final moments don't quite seem to match the beliefs he told you. They don't. Truly ideal, the wondrous ideal. Which is why we should scrutinize his true intentions. Hey, time out! First, Yi sang, and now you. Why does everyone care more about Sonia than me? The bottom line is that we got the golden borough. Dad, Ted, stop pressing P and enter and a winning. But that's how we like to win. As a plus, check this out, everyone. From her pockets, Roger pulled out a colourful bunch of gaming chips in her hand. We can exchange these cuties for cash at any casino, so we should drop by one. The name Yi Sang is sounds the same as ideal in Korean. Ah, gambling! I nabbed them while our manager dazzled the floor with their jackpot. I'm impressed that you thought to snatch that stuff amidst the chaos. Well, Bert, what do you say? A juicy serving of prime sirloin steak to celebrate our abounding success today. What do you think, Charon? Seems Mappy wants it too. Fresh, succulent, juicy meat. Of all things you could mention. Alright then, I'll leave Rodian to pick a restaurant in District 10 for us. Okay. Vroom vroom. Now we're talking, Verge! After all's said and done. Beneath her grin, Roger's eyes were shaking with distress, but she soon covers it up with a guise of joviality. As if nothing ever happened. We do love our wine, mummy. Yay, contraband! I'm pretty rad, aren't I? You are, Roger! We love you! Roddy, 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 mummy, mummy, Roddy, Roddy, mummy, mummy. Yes, not sorry. Time for a nice song again that I'll probably have to mute in the VOD. Yay! Well, except you Twitches. You Twitches will probably get away with it. But your VODs are temporary. YouTube is forever. Yeah. Sorry about that. My headset caught my mic. Oh. We had steak on the bus? I thought we'd actually not go to the restaurant. Oh no, those aren't steak bits, those are the chips. I thought that was steak. Are we going to start Canto 3 today? Well, we have about half an hour. So we do have time, but I believe with the finish of this, I've now unlocked the mirror dungeons you guys talk about. So I would like to give them a go as well. So I don't know if I will start, or how far I'll get into it today. I probably won't start Canto 3 today. The mines! Yes! I have found the mines! Yeah, I gotta get the battle pass and shit. I'm gonna have to spend time grinding now. Heathcliff likes money. Heathcliff's happy for once. Look at him. Look at that smile. What is going on in this corner? They're cute. I love these. One must imagine Heathcliff happy. Look, it's there. He likes money. You can make him happy with money. Don's so happy. Don's like, oh, colors. Oh, shinies. Hello, asocial construct. Welcome. You may need to do the first stage of Canto 3 to unlock it. Though it's just story. Oh, okay. May do that then. Shaped sand colors. She's just a little magpie girl. She just likes shiny things and justice. Mirror dungeons are typically an hour excursion to a run on average. Really? Really?
대단하네, 유로집이.
Impressive, Eurodivvy. Eurodivvy, hahaha. Oh, hey, Mum!
그렇게 많은 적을
Not only did you manage to clear out the legion of foes, you also burned all that cash.
알잖아요, 헤르만.
You should know, Herman, that I've never been friends with money.
인정하지.
I will admit that you are not like most idealists, who are all theory and no action. Evil mom and evil ex-boyfriend. Roger's 12 evil exes. I forgot to grab them when I did. I got like an extra 1k. Nice. Don't forget to grab your lunacy for doing the Canto. Yes.
황금가지를 잘 가지고
You would have earned my praise had you secured the golden bow on top of everything.
로저에게
I showed Roger that world. The ideal reality that fascinated me.
하지만
Alas,
넘어오질 않았던
I suppose it didn't win her over.
당신이
Roger
말한
Pilgrim.
방법은 역시 틀렸던 것 같네요, 헤르만.
It seems the method you suggested was wrong after all, Herman.
그런 말 몇 마디로
She wasn't the kind of
꼬드겨주니
person
미안했어.
to let a few words change her mind.
그래서 아쉬.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Vals. Appreciate it, thank you. So, do you find this regrettable?
글쎄요.
Well,
옛날처럼 나를
part of me
따라주길
might have
바랬던 것
wished
같기도
that
한데.
she'd follow me like in the past.
아니,
But no,
옛날과 변한 게 없어서
I think I'm actually
차라리
relieved to
다행인 것
find
같네요.
she's the same as before. Herman's evil Limbus Company. And they all get an evil counterpart. It's so cliche, but it's so fun. We love cliche. Cliches are cliche for a reason. Because people love that shit.
로자는 모든 게 이상적이고
Roger wasn't
완벽한
wishing for a
세상을
perfect
바라고
world
있지
with no flaws whatsoever.
않았어. 오히려 그런
Rather,
세상은
she might have felt
자신이 특별하다는 걸 확인받을
that
수
it would be
없으니
boring to live in
지루하다고
such a
생각하지
world,
않을까.
since they'd be in no way to affirm that she's special. She's so special though. She's a wine aunt. She'd never not be special. Yeah, they have an alliance, but they're not of the same group by the sounds of things. To be fair, Roger spends the majority of Crime and Punishment deciding whether or not to turn himself in.
그런
That's
생각이
funny.
들더군요.
That's the impression I got.
외력에 흔들리지 않는 성인군자인가 싶었는데
I thought her to be a woman of virtue, principles unshaken. Oh god, no.
너랑 다를 바 없는
But hearing this, she was a dreamer, just like you, wasn't she?
아직 그 아이도
I'm gonna go grind Mirror Dungeon instead of doing Canto 5. Yay! Procrastination! She's still a long way to go, I'm sure.
로자는
She won't
인정하고
want
싶지
to
않아
admit it,
하겠지만
though.
이야기는 잘 알겠어.
I got your point. I'll keep in mind for
이후의
future
행동
considerations
방향을
to our
결정할
course
때
of action.
참고하도록 할게.
책망하지 않는 건가요?
Book Rodian has a spy made of
당신이
wet paper
시킨 일을
noodle.
완수하지
Limbus
못했지만
Roger is the most self-confident woman ever. We love Limbus Roger. I think if I read her book, I'd be disappointed now, to be honest. That or being sick in bed since the actions are... Oh, did he get that, like, Victorian fever and have to stay in bed because of his guilt? Like Victor in bloody Frankenstein when he makes him and is just sick for ages because he made it. Because he did what he intended to do. Now I'm almost done with it. The difficulty spike is making me reconsider my life decisions. Fair. Time for a break, I think, then. You won't scold me for this. I wasn't able to complete the job you gave me.
나무란다고 해서
Reprimands won't make the borrow appear at our feet, will they? Will they? It's fine. Whenever the borrow wherever. Nope. Wherever the borrowers may appear right now, what matters more is who claims the bundle at the end. I see. Victorian fever, it's actually either cholera or pneumonia. Makes sense. Of course she was the most valuable employee. Ooh! Basic identity, up. We got some stuff. Oh, so we don't have this yet. Not yet. This is new. What is this button? Oh, so these are XP farms and thread farms. Naruhodo. I can't go in here yet though, because you're right. I think I need to start Canto 3. Let's give it a start first. But you're right, I should go in and make sure I get this. There we go. Nice. Stuff. We like stuff. What about tuberculosis? Potentially. That's if they've always been sick, it would be tuberculosis, but you don't really like gain tuberculosis or anything. Yeah, I have a lot of modules. Yes, gambling funds. But yeah, I was very, very excited to see... Oh no, not this one. Gearfaust! Gearfaust! I can't remember her name. But Gearfaust made me very excited. I want Gearfaust. Why? Because Gearfaust is cool. Is it an ego? Ah, that makes sense. That makes me a little sad. I would like that to be a unit. Is it kind of bad, but it's pretty? It's bad, but it's pretty. It says clear chapter 2. We have done that, but let's do a little bit at the start here then to get it unlocked. At the very least. Right, who's next? Next to the chopping block. The sun is almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. Everlasting is good. Is good if you use Tremor, I see. Oh, is it Sinclair time? All is bright. Why did she hum Silent Night? I did not expect that. Didn't expect Sharon to be humming... Is Silent Night a Christmas song? Technically, yes. I didn't expect Sharon to be humming Christmas songs. Everlasting Fowls really wants to work with Wailing Honglu, I see. She does that a ton. Ah, cute. Sharon's humming a song while driving. And weirdly, it's a Christmas song. I found myself singing along in my head to that strangely familiar tune. It is a Christmas song. I was just having a moment of like, is it? Da 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 da! Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube as well, Vels! Vels! You're tracking me down on all the places I'm following. We love it. 10 out of 10. Do it more. Canto 3 is a Christmas movie? Oh, heck yeah. The most beautiful performances are born from broken and ruined things. Ironic, the way the world works. Or dark. Can you believe that status damages luck? Virgil spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat. Alas, they have not the privilege to fully appreciate the glee of their own music. Oh, how unjust that is. The same way Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Naruhodo. Karen, you look like you're in a good mood today. Karen nodded. Joy brings out the singing. I see. Although, as far as I remember, you would often hum that song when you felt down. Karen has no such memories. Sinking deluge and time memoriam does not work. Boom boom! This is Limbus Company going, read the prequel novel! Karen sings when she's happy. Virgilus's eyes seem to well with a subdued dark shade of dark. The kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a colour. But it only lasted for a brief moment. So I decided to dismiss it with the vivid sunset playing tricks with the light. The world Karen hums now is one that lacks sound and colour. She's going through a long tunnel with no exit sign. I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life, I've forgotten. Karen and Virgilus must have their own threads of cruel reminders. Pardon me. I believe that's enough personal stories, Dante. Subtle, innit? It is so subtle. I've played Ruiner at least, but I still don't understand what's going on here. I got hit with an ad, so I'm migrating. There's probably going to be ads here as well, but I suppose if you flip between the two, maybe you'll be okay. When I looked at his face again, that momentary hint of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on the sinners. Our bus passengers have had lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden borough for the first time. All the sinners were busy talking about their exploits in J-Corp's district. You should have seen me show that card right there. Seriously, that was a real highlight. I'm starting to get sick of hearing the same story 7 times in a row, so let me change the subject. Where are we going this time? This time, we're headed to K-Pop's nest. See you on Twitch, side vowels! District 11, eh? Jobs take me all sorts of places I never thought I'd visit. It is home to another great individual, and you are certain to find a souvenir shop there. I've always yearned for a limited edition figurine set. Oh. Didn't it also have a restaurant chain famous for its hamburger steak? Life has gotten much easier this day, hasn't it? Back in my marching days, all I had was a pinch of salt in my mouth. I know, right? The only food I could swallow during my voyage was canned soup that tastes like iron. Can't wait to try this steak, right, Ryoshu? Don is always having the time of her life, every day, every second. We can only dream of experiencing the same amount of happiness that Don does just by breathing. Well, imagining the
침이 고이긴
Va
하군.
variances in blood color by region does make me salivate. Boomer out as you kids have it easy. Kids these days.
무슨 얘기를 못 하겠어.
Can't discuss anything with you. Hey kiddo, what do you want to eat? Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Roger naturally turned to Sinclair. However,
싱클레어?
Sinclair?
어머,
What?
얘 왜 이래?
Gosh, golly, what's wrong?
하얗게 질렸군.
He's turned pale, also suffering from hyperventilation and tremors. Dawn doesn't have a stinking unit and will never have. She cannot be depressed legally. Yep, the trauma's kicking in. Roger pleaded, come on, if you just be normal. Never! Weirdly, it's kind of funny that, like, her and Gregor are kind of the most normal most of the time, and Gregor's got a fucking bug arm. Dawn is in the same bus as a color fixer. It is a miracle she didn't vibrate out of existence in excitement. True. How long has he been like this? Ever since Mr. Virgilus mentioned K-Corp. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Because you did not order me to do so? Mersault, we've had so many lines from you, my big boy. I love how Gregor has a cockroach. But the pet. Yes, I love Pablo. I love that Pablo exists. And it makes me very happy that Pablo exists. And I love in the Discord when I was like, hey, where's Pablo in this ID? I got like different pictures of Pablo being outlined and I loved it. It was the best thing ever. I just got an upset stomach. I'm sorry.
진짜 괜찮은 거 맞아?
Really sure you're okay? Now that I think about it. Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has a visceral reaction to the destinations that Virgilus reveals. Additionally, whereas the Pablo is the best game, absolutely the best game. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out the place does have a history with one person in question. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company? You just referred to the team as we. Every time Pablo isn't in screen, everyone should just be asking, where's Pablo? Pablo, don't go! Dante has unlocked pattern recognition. Yes, we've done it twice now. It's a part of my mission to detect the slightest of changes. As for your question, well, I can't tell you the reason for recruiting the sinners in detail. There'd be no point to denying that our destination and the backgrounds of each sinners are indeed related to a degree. Do all the uppish snobs have some condition that makes them yap on about things that can be answered with a plain yes or no? Hysterian Proterion isn't always correct. Faust simply adopts the most effective mode of communication for the given situation. What? It means that you're struggling to understand Faust because you're too uneducated. Not that Faust is over-educated. Faust! You keep asking for him to hit you. Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his spat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. What happened to my boy? What is this? The bus finally quieted down after that. Why? Why is he sick? No! Baby boy! I'm really glad I picked this picture of Sinclair for the thumbnail though, because now it's specific, innit? What did they do to my boy? I think Faust just likes to gloat, and it's just Heathcliff is easy to provoke. Yeah. If it's Sinclair time, I guess we'll take Sinclair with us. I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes get mixed up between Sinclair and Don. Tiny blonde boys.
의뢰인가요?
Yes, go.
먼저 준비 발목 잡지
Yeah, done.
않도록
Don
최선을
Claire.
다할게요.
They're just two cute blonde babies. Surely after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with. By the way, you meant the back streets of District 11 when you said K-Corp Nest, yeah? I missed pointing it out earlier since everyone got a bit excited there. Yeah, let's get the feel of that. I rarely misspeak. Ever. If ever. I know what I said, Gregor. Don Claire is one of the best ships. I could see it being a really cute ship because they're kind of polar opposites. With like Don being so like out there and hype, and then Sinclair being like, "Sweetie, no, sweetie, okay, sweetie, go get him. I believe in you." K-Corp's nest is where we're going. A nest? I was literally thinking going through this, it's like, oh, are we ever going to see inside a wing or inside a nest or anything like that? Because I've only ever seen back streets. Alright, but if we're entering a nest. Indeed. There's the immigration process. I don't have a K-Corp visa. You ain't about to tell me everyone else got one, right? What? Oh, why are you looking at me? The solution is simple. CI. And keep on DER till we've breached the defense. In short, cider. Huh. Whatever that eccentric abbreviation means for Ryoshu, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it. Yes, Ryoshu, whatever you say. I don't think Heathcliff and Ryoshu know what a visa is. No, I don't think they do. A company as big as ours might get a free pass. Not to mention breaking through using the method dear Ryoshu suggested will take ages. How badly must you underestimate a nest actively governed by a wing to say that? Yeah, Sinclair can't translate. But Ishmael seemed to understand, at least. Oh, I see. No one's going to take into account how much I suffer for that cider, huh? Sadly, none of our sinners bothered to respond to me in any capacity. Not even Altis? Come on, Altis. Get up my arse and tell me. As Ishmael said, we'll pass the immigration without needing a visa. Limbus Company has backing from the shareholders of a wide variety of fields. Oh, do you happen to know the shareholder of H-Corp then? They once personally visited our home because my younger siblings insisted on having a red passport as a kid. I couldn't say. I'm merely a humble guy who wouldn't be in the position to know such a thing. Otherwise, the question doesn't seem like one that's really worth answering. How harsh. That leaves the route to the checkpoint as our concern. Thorough inspection means that there are plenty of people looking for an easy way in, including those who'd take the pass by force. I hear several interlopers surrounding the bus. Honglu got a sharp holder of an entire wing personally delivering a visa. Damn rich boy. Yeah, we love our rich boy though. He's just so silly. Unlike a certain washed up grade 9 fixer who got his visa process revoked. I know, we could just waltz in. Well, have bus, we'll battle. Indubitably. I love how, like, I never guessed that Dante as a character was gonna be like so chill. When I saw like the promotional art and stuff, I thought he was gonna be the guide, the enigmatic guide character. But no! He's a clueless dumbass who's just been thrown into this situation and doesn't know what he's doing. And is doing his best and nothing else. Hey, win rate. Do you think I could hotkey it so if I press P in space, and I can pretend I'm playing Ruiner, I can pretend I'm good at Ruiner. Dante is probably the second most silly boy on the bus. He is the second most silly boy, but we love him. Dante is just a huge doofus, way out of his depth, and it's great. It is wonderful. P-Enter does P-Enter does work? It already works? Oh my god. Well, that's how I'm doing it. I'm not going to bother touching my keyboard after this. P is the shortcut for win rate. Yes! Wonderful. I wasn't sure because this is like an app game, so I wasn't sure they'd do that, but I'm glad they did. Eating Backstreet's Ras is second nature by now. Do the frame perfect P and enter. Cock-a-hoop, Charon's a cock-a-hoop parking. Alright, get off the bus. Time to get inspected. And let me add this, just in case you're feeling inclined to your usual antics. Don't go around making a scene, expecting things to go your way. Because that will not be how it works in this particular place. Although his words were pretty intimidating, I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries, we welcome all visitors to K-Corp's nest open-heartedly. Please form an orderly line as you enter, and stand where the instructions indicate. The menacing and interrogative atmosphere could subdue the temper of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. Cough, done. Cough. Cough about half the party. Please be normal. Sinclair is a rich boy. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffling, followed by Roger and Gregor's calming him. Mum and Dad are there for him. This little family group they have is so cute. Any of my questions why we were met with heads shaken sideways. Look here, how nice it is you all stay in line and behave like a brood of chicks on an outing. Found family's the best. Wait, why are you out here? What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgilus opened his mouth. Because this is a nest, Dante. If one of you were to get into unexpected trouble here, well, Dante, the responsibility will be a bit too heavy for you to bear alone. When Virgilus put it like that, it sounds as if he was saying, you're not reliable enough to send without supervision. He's not wrong though, is he, Dante? He's not wrong at all. But I knew it'd be wise to keep this to myself. Random battle? Cough, don't care to cough. We only have 5 more minutes for justice! We wish. We could probably do one more. Let's get one more done. Let's not hesitate. Do one more. Manager Esquire!
금방 빠지네요. 10분 정도만
The line's
기다리면
moving
저희
quickly.
차례가
It'll be our
오겠어요.
turn in about 10 minutes at most.
통과 질문은 저희 13명이 다 해야
It takes a
하는데
while for the following
말을 못 알아들
cutscenes.
텐데
It's
어떻게
fine.
해야지?
If it comes to a point where it's a story node, we'll get to a point. If we spend a few more minutes, I'll take a bit of a screenshot where we're at, and then I'll close it. And then when we start next stream, I'll like skip to that point, and then we can follow on from there. So I'm not gonna go to bed late, and we're gonna carry on to the end of the stream. That way we can do both. Will all 13 of us need to answer immigration questions? They won't be able to understand Manager Dante. What should we do? Ishmael seemed to have a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious. I was just about to get to that. Listen up. The K-Corp official will only ask very simple questions to the passengers in this line, and your answers will be similarly concise. When the border official asks about the nature of your visit, say, I'm here for business on behalf of Limbus Company. Please refer to my work visa. Remember this exact phrase, so you can recite it word for word. I won't skip. There'll be no skipping. I mean that I will save where I'm up to on this story note. I'll like keep in mind, and then I will make sure I'm at that part when we start again next week. That's what I'm thinking. No skipping. I'll take care of the rest. So you just have to prove that you aren't here to cause trouble.
혹시나 저 말을 외우지 못하겠다면
If even memorizing that is too much of a burden for you, I suggest you keep your mouth shut.
갖고
You can
계신
present your
수강증은
employee
비밀번호를
card
보면
instead. Keep quiet, don't cause trouble, easiest task in the world. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilus was idly staring off into space, sparing me from his scathing commentary. Business, in truth. We are just a bunch of murder hobos here to steal a very shiny tree. Now up next, you have a question. Make sure to first ask yourself if it's actually meaningful. Then quietly raise your hand. Several hands were lifted, including mine. Rogion.
업무 목적이니까
Since this
무기는
trip is for
들고 들어가도
business,
되지?
can we carry our weapons, yeah? Correct. Next.
그럼 그에게
Then
기대되던
Greg's
판다,
creepy
단테
arm
근사한
and
수고물도
Dante's
상관없겠네?
Chichi Clockhead. They're getting past too?
맞아요. 참고로
that should be the
관리자님의
case.
머리는 무기가 아니라 의체로
For
분류되기 때문에
your
방금
reference, our
비자로
manager's
허용돼요.
head counts as a
비록 불사의
prosthetic
능력을
rather
지니고
than a
있더라도.
weapon. And but which means it'd be approved even if we had tourist visa powers to revive, notwithstanding. Ishmael took the role of the model student and answered Virgil's question instead. It feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as leader. Fair. Easiest task in the world. Why is the most tense OST in the background? Because we know this team. Gregor and I put our hands down at the exact same time. And Ryoshu, put your cigarette out before you speak.
난 손 안 들었다만.
I didn't raise my hand. Virgilus was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arms stretched skyward. But he finally caved and gave the woman with an adamantly raised hand a chance to speak. Fine. Don Quixote, what is it?
저 유리벽은 어떤
For what
역할을 있는
purpose does that barrier of glass serve? Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall which stood in the middle of the building. On the other side of that clear dividing wall were countless people waiting in line.
저쪽은 기다린다기보다는 아예 사람들이 바닥에 앉아.
That line slowed to a crawl. People sat on the floor waiting for it to move. Don Quixote, don't do it. Don Quixote, don't do it. Don Quixote, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Looks like they've been there for quite some time.
무장 경호원도 많군.
There are many armed guard as well.
이곳 인원의
3
3배.
times as many compared on this side.
대부분 건물에 세워져 있는
Most of the glass
용도이고
walls you'll find inside
안전을 위한 용도일
buildings
가능성이
are there for
크다.
safety reasons.
뭐 쉽게 말하자면
Well,
뒷골목
simply put,
사람들
that's a line for
천국이지.
backstreet folks. Each
둥지마다
nest
통수는
handles
다르지만
immigration differently,
어쨌든
but
제대로 된
wherever
비자가
it
없이
may
다른 둥지로
be,
가는 건
it's
진짜
super duper
까다롭다.
hard to get into another nest without a proper visa.
왜 검문소 근처에서
Why do you think
목숨까지
those
걸고
bullies
우리를
jumped us on the way to the
습격하려고
checkpoint? They
비자를
wanted our
강제로
visas so they could enter the
빼앗아서라도
nest.
둥지에 가려고.
그리고
A
우리가
problem
해결해 줄 수 없는
we are not
문제이기도 하지.
in our power to resolve. However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Oh no, Roxy, the worst type of injustice! Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbance happening in there, I couldn't. Manager, it's our turn now. Huh, right. Our line moved at such a quick pace we barely had time to chat before it was our turn to answer the official's questions.
기억하세요.
Remember when you were
그쪽에서
asked
어떤
about the
목적으로
purpose of
왔냐고
your
하면
visit.
한 번만 더
Remind me
말하면
one more time and I'll
심사관인지
show
뭔지 아는 놈은 만단지
sangria
해주겠어.
to you. And the official or whatever. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing.
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit.
어무철
I've
림버스
come
컴퍼니에서
from
왔습니다.
Limbus Company on
처음
business. Here's my employee card.
확인했습니다.
All checked out. Next.
Limbus Company
From Limbus Company, business reasons, take a look at my card and all that.
확인했습니다. 다음.
I love how they're all doing the line not quite right. All checked out. Next. After our first sinner proved who we work for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. The official asked the same question in the same dry tone, took a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed it seemed more like a customary gesture rather than an actual look over. Then let each sinner pass.
저쪽에서
Something's
무슨
amiss
문제가
over
생겼나
there.
봐.
The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. Ishmael, why don't you not point it out? However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cuffed hands was being dragged away by security. And a small child was crying next to them, clearly scared and confused. Don, don't do it! Don, don't do it!
신경 쓰지 말죠.
We shouldn't
잘은
bother.
모르지만 날개의
I don't know what
경계를 어긴
happened, but
모양이에요.
I guess someone broke a taboo. She can't mind. I know she can't! We love her for it, but no. Yeah, sure, those impoverished vandals and their audacity to break the taboo of not stuffing enough cash in the right people's pockets, am I right? Are you
지금 저한테
mocking me
이적되는
right
건가요?
now? Yes, he is.
뭐야?
What? I thought you didn't care. Guess
무슨
someone's
신경
knickers
쓰는데?
are in a twist. It's over, it's over, it's never been more over. While I was distracted by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth at her least expected moment yet again.
소속 그룹
Please
이유를
state your
말씀해 주세요.
affiliation and purpose of visit. Don, honey, sweetie, honey, baby. I am come to liberate the weak and powerless. Oh, my baby girl, we love you. An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint's official's face. Flabbergastion. Huzzah! Don the Bread Gaze is gonna yell at you. They looked up at Don Quixote with a face screaming that they were flabbergasted. Release them at once! Can you not see they are suffering? Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. Just Don Quixote things. We stand the truly separ gender flipped a literary character. We do, Spaniard. And then, in looking through the transparent wall again, I saw the desperate child mouth a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. Daddy! There she is! Why must you have the mind of an 8th grader who is delusional? Because she's the best. If you are unwilling to take action, then I shall myself. Fucking look at her. Our unhinged baby girl. Look at her. Who?
Code purple.
Code purple. Code purple. Violation of taboo K185 on site. Requesting thrombocycle units. Repeat. Requesting thrombocyte units. She looks so proud. She should be proud of herself. She should be. 100%. The Don Catcher 9000. Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke in an intimidating immune response to the radio. Purple party! Attention, all personnel. Code purple. Code purple. Circulation hall 2. Inspection booth 14. Thrombocycle. Leukocyte. Leukocyte. Blaring sirens accompanied the perplexing announcement. All the while, thick metal gates shut around us. Should have smashed her skull and carried her body in a sack. That probably would have worked better. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna work. No, not gonna lie. I doubt that would have made much of a difference. In any other series, we'd be cheering for her doing justice. Unfortunately, this is Project Moon. Exactly. That's why I'm proud of her, to be honest. Because regardless of how awful the city is, my baby girl doesn't care. She's gonna stand up for justice, and we love her. Thrombo, Leuko. I believe they refer to platelets and white blood cells, respectively. I thought they sounded a bit medical. It must be them. Fitting for K-Corp, I'd say. Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we saw that what she must mean. Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Hey, we made it! Made it through the story node. And only with about 10 minutes extra, so that's fine. But that is all we have for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, everyone who lurked. Thank you, anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming, and I hope you enjoy my content in whatever way you decide to do so. Purple as in Canto 6. 4 headpads, yay! Headpads. If you have not already, I would also highly appreciate it if you are on YouTube, if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Hatsune Heathcliff! What a wonderful name. 10 out of 10. Subscribe, please. I would like to see you around more. That's a wonderful name. And if you're on Twitch, give us a cheeky little follow. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. If you would like to support me, you have a little bit of a spare change and it's burning a hole in your pocket, and you want to support a VTuber, you can do that in many ways. You can do that via YouTube membership, where you can get emotes, exclusive streams, Discord channel, and merch discounts. There's the Patreon. Real ID in 5 years? I hope so. I want you to be a real ID in 5 years. 100%. Do it. We can get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books on Patreon. Then there's my Kofi, where if you like my emotes, you can commission me to draw more. And there's also small audiobooks in the shop. And last but not least is my merch store, where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of the books that I've written, the wonderful crochet potatoes that I showed you before, no, not keyrings, I think I took them off as well, notebooks, a pillow, and stickers. But for now, that is all I have for you today. I will be back on Thursday. For anyone who's interested in the Nonary games, I will be finishing 999 this week, which is very exciting. I'm very excited. I can't wait to find out what's in the coffin. So that's going to be happening on Thursday. and that's when I'm gonna be back. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Yes, I've said everything I need to say. Wonderful. Thank you. I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brady Rosemith. I'm the Forbidden Library. Good